Good morning. Oh wait, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. For you guys, it's afternoon. Yeah. Hope you're all well. A little bit late today. Doing the week review. I literally just finished going through all the videos for the week and obviously writing my opinion on them, criticizing where I can, and just being honest with myself and stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the weekend. I enjoyed mine. Very a hectic weekend because I went home uh, yeah, I went home and I just came back from church not so long ago. So yeah, let's just get this review done real quick and then we see what we have for next week. I think next week is gonna be this coming week is gonna be a great trading week. I don't know, something is just telling me that. But yeah, let's just hop into it real quick. Mondays, of course, I didn't take any trades, so let's just mark that 9 o'clock, 9:30, sorry. Let's mark that 9:30. I did not take any trades on there you go. No trades were taken for me on Monday. Of course, I don't really trade Mondays. I just watch and observe. And if I did with the trade idea that I had on Monday, I would have lost that trade. If I had taken the trade on Monday. Wait, what? Well, I had the red. Wait, yeah, I just lost my stop loss. Lost my stop loss. I remember lost my stop loss. That was kind of iffy. Wow. On Mondays, what did we have? Okay, on Monday we had the small fair value gap, and I said, if price respects the upper half or the lower half, that will tell me the direction that price wants to go. Just change these. I just want to make it light. Yeah, and then guys can see that price came, respected, did the damage, swept this high right over there. I think that was the London high at the time, if I'm not mistaken. Swept that London high, respected the lower half, right? And then we had a nice drop down right there. We had a nice drop, price going down. And then we had a beautiful retracement back into that first fair value gap. That's where I kind of felt we had a excuse me, we had one here, right, when it was still dropping before it dropped all the way, and then you see it came back later on during the second macro. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of really felt left out at the time. In all honesty, I did. I really did. You can even know that was Friday. Just go back to it real quick. Please load up, bro. Yeah, I really felt left out in all honesty because I was like, oh damn. But I already made up my mind that this is the 1st of June. No, this is oh my day. Sorry, I was talking about the wrong one. This is Wednesday, bro. This is Wednesday, bro. I'm looking at the wrong day. I was wondering. I was genuinely wondering. Okay, sorry, I was looking at the wrong day. My fault. Let's just go back to Monday. This is Monday. This is Monday. This is the side I thought I was gonna take, and then I would have been stopped out if I had taken it because I thought we're gonna come and take out these relative equal lows right there. Look how nicely they were placed, and I was like, bro, we gotta take out those. So let's just look at the times real quick. This was 9:30. Price went up, swept this right over here, and then we had a drop down. And then there's this drop down. That's when I thought like, okay, we're probably gonna wanna come take out these relatives, especially when price take out these relative equal lows. I would have thought we would take this out, but it didn't. We had a reaction of the end dog right over there, and then price went to that first. You see that first value gap. Bam. See that came and then would have been stopped out because price ended up going higher. Rather, it just uses as an inverse to catch higher prices, and it did just that, taking out these because I know I had these marked. Took out these, so yeah, kind of glad I stayed away. But that 15-minute time frame, emphasis, how important it is. Also, there were not really like clear for value gaps. See that? Because I was just looking at this one and I was like, prices respecting this, look at that, and lower prices, but we didn't get that. So I would have been stopped out because I thought we're gonna leave. Okay, let's do this. I was only looking at it from like this, right? You see how we're expecting that midpoint right over there? And I was like, okay, that's where I got the confidence of saying that we're probably gonna sell because price was respecting the midpoint of this 50-minute fair value gap. And you guys can see that, and then it actually went all the way down, came back, I thought price doing this is where I got the sell off idea. Price doing this, we're gonna get a retracement. I mean, retracing back into this 50-minute and that first fair value gap is right there. That would be nice to go for sales because it will be retesting this 15-minute fair value gap to go for sales. But as you guys can see, we would have lost that trade. But it looked clean to me in all honesty. But didn't trade. It was just an ass Monday. The price action was just so bad. I'm glad I stayed away from that. And then let's go into Tuesday. This is Tuesday, the 2nd of June. I think we had a W this day. Yeah, we went for buys. We went for buys. We had a beautiful, that was a beautiful winning day. Um, yeah. So what gave me the confidence for buys? We had this 15-minute candlestick and market open, right? Price dropped at market open. This is our Judah swing. You see this was our Judah swing at market open. Price came back into this fair value gap. See this one right over here? Came into this fair value gap that we had over there, respected the midpoint. Let me show you guys. And it was aligned with another fair value gap, our first fair value gaps. It's just that I had to remove it. Was it the chart was cluttered, so it also respected the upper half of that. So that's giving me the confidence. Okay, we're definitely buying. Respected. Just go watch the video to see that first fair value gap, the one I'm talking about. Price respected that upper half, and then we can see the candlestick over there. Um, yeah, you can see the candlestick over there showing us that, oh, respecting that, it wants to go higher. And then that's what gave me the confidence to say, oh, we're buying. So then when we go to a lower time frame, the 1 minute, where were we? Where were we? On the lower time frame, on the 1 minute, here we go. This is what I saw. Price came. This is our Judah swing. Price came, respected that upper half, having a nice rejection over there. And then when the new 15-minute candle opened, just before the macro, as you see that this is the macro time, but I did not wait for the macro times. Like I said, sometimes you will miss opportunities if you wait for the macro. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you will miss opportunities when you wait for the macro. But I got this clean opportunity to use this first fair value gap. Price literally tapped into it. My stop loss was below there, and then waited for higher prices. And this is a beautiful trade. I could have held it for longer. Just go back to the video. I did say it would be nice to hold it until this, but I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm just gonna take it for the London high and then the midpoint of a 15-minute fair value gap that we had all the way up here. I waited for that and I took my profits and I left the charts. So good because I got a really nice buy entry right there. Didn't wasn't greedy. Yeah, and I saw also another thing, price took out the London low. We took out that minor. This was our minor sell side, and then the London low was, wait, I don't remember. I don't remember which one was the London low of this day. Because I saw the London low got taken in the minor buy side. I just need to wait. Where is it? Okay, it's taking time to low. I think this was the London low. This one. Because it's the lowest one at the time. At the time, this was the London low. I saw that it swept the London low and there was still liquidity. This took that out, came to take this out. That fair value gap a reaction. That's when I was like, okay, we're definitely gonna go for the highs, and price went to go take those highs out. So I'm really proud of myself. I was patient on this trade. I didn't hesitate. I literally saw price come into that. I took it, and yeah, I knew what I was looking for and I got what I was looking for. So really proud of myself for that. Clean, 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 clean buy, clean buy. And then we have Wednesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, I did not take any trades. Which was, yeah, I kind of felt like I felt left out because we used that first fair value gap. But the day before I knew like I'm not gonna take trades. Psychologically, I'm not gonna lie, it was messing with me. I was like, damn, I want to really trade tomorrow though, but something just told me, do not trade, do not trade, just stay away from the market. I mean, be there, but do not press the button because we had news at 10 o'clock and we don't know how the news gonna affect the market. But at market open, bro, when I saw this, I was like, bro, this looks so clean. I could sell this because it came back into that first fair value gap, respected that lower half and left. And yeah, prices dropped, crazy drop. I really felt left out in all honesty. I did. And then especially it became worse when I checked back at the second macro, I saw price. Um, so the second macro price around here, I could have went for sales again. Again, literally I could have went for sales again during the second macro. But yeah, I made a deal with myself. I'm not gonna touch the chart. I didn't press the button. Um, I'm proud of myself for not pressing the button. Although the opportunity was there, it was clear that oh, we're selling. Oh, price respecting that lower half, sell. But I didn't do it. We're not rushing anything, and I'm proud of myself that I didn't. To be honest, the setup was clean for sales. It really was, but I didn't press the button, and I'm proud of myself. It's just one of those days where something told me not to do it. Just observe, and yeah, I did. I did, and beautiful day. It could have been like beautiful, literally 4 weeks, 4 wins in a row, literally. But yeah, that wasn't the case. So I'm happy. I'm happy I didn't press the button. Although it was a clean day, I don't know what would have happened in the day. So I'm really proud of myself that I did. But just to run through that 50 minute again on that 50 minute price, we spoke about this earlier when I thought it was the Monday. See our price took that out, respected the lower half of this. That's when I was confident about sales. And on this 50 minute candle, price came back. Yes, it went a little bit over the line. To call it as a mohawk because it had this first fair value gap. It came back into touched that midpoint, and we had a nice drop. And this is just the 50 minute candle. I mean, you see that, and then we had a nice drop to sells. That was beautiful. This was like a selling week, bro. But yeah, that was Wednesday. So my emotions were really they were into play, bro. Like I was tempted to press the button so many times, especially after the session when I saw the price at this time at around 10 o'clock when I was like, ah, bro, I could literally just press the button, finish. Like I was so confident about it, but I didn't act upon my emotions. Like that's the important part. No trading is better than trading sometimes, especially there was no money at risk and all that. And I'm happy. I'm happy I fought through that day when I really, really tempted to press the button, but I didn't, and I'm happy I didn't. So on Wednesday was really my emotional days, to be honest. Although there was no money on the line, but that ache of like I want to place a trade or the setup is so clean, I want to do it. But as much as the setup is clean, you must have the discipline of sometimes just setting it out and just looking at it, like missing, like just I'm not saying all the time, especially if something in you tells you not to do it. Especially when I told myself the day before, hey yo, I'm not gonna trade because of the news. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm honestly glad. It was just yeah, I was fighting demons this day, in all honesty. I really was. I really, really, really was. And then we had Thursday. That's when we got our second W. It's Thursday, bro. It's Thursday, bro. This is Thursday. We had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful win on Thursday. So, obviously, you guys will not be able to see that opening range gap. But on Thursday, price literally went above that opening range gap midpoint, and then it rejected of the midpoint, right around here, like close to the midpoint, and we had a nice rejection. And I actually took this before that 15-minute candle closed, just before. But I was just confident, like I was like, I've seen this 1,000 times, bro. I know what's gonna happen. Just one of those days where it's just too clean. A plus setup basically. Respected the opening range gap midpoint. It respected a 15-minute fair value gap. Let me show you guys. There was a 15-minute fair value gap there on Thursday, I remember. Let me just choose that and just delete that. I know there's a lot of lines on my chart, bro. There's a lot going on. Wait, where is it? Where is it? This Thursday, yeah. Um, this is Thursday. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. There was, man. Oh, this one. See this 50-minute fair value gap? Price came, it did that. And the moment it took it out and respected that midpoint, I was like, bro, we are definitely selling. That's what gave me the confidence. Let me, sorry. There we go. There we go. And then that's what gave me the confidence. So I had two opportunities to enter for sales, but I'm obviously gonna speak about when I entered. I entered literally when we got that first fair value gap, price left. When price left it, I pressed that sell button. as we were going up here, I pressed sell. I went for sales. This was my first take profit right over here. This minus sell side. And my second take profit was down over here, the London low. And look how price we took out the London low and then it went for the London high, which was this. Literally went for the low and then went for the high. So I caught the sales to the low right over here, which was a very clean trade. Wasn't greedy. I knew what I was looking for and super clean. I think this made me pass my funded. Yes, yes, yes. This did. So this is a very clean trade. I'm happy. But we got another opportunity during the macro. So let's just say I've missed this sell. During the macro again, price came back into this, respecting the lower half. You see that? Waiting for another entry, respecting the wicks did the damage, but look at respecting the midpoint of the new day opening gap. Look at that, respecting that midpoint. Price went in, tapped into this fair value gap, and using this is the inverse fair value gap, that first fair value gap. And then we had lower prices. So if I had missed taking this, or if I hesitated whatsoever, I could just waited for the macro, which was from 10 past 10 to 10, which is around here. Price came back to end. I was not even, and this is the important thing. Imagine if I had entered here, I put on break even because this got taken out, and then I put my stops at break even. I would have just gotten stopped out for nothing, just for price to come and take out that. That's why sometimes I don't really do break even. Um, but that's besides the point. So yeah, Thursday was a W clean setup. I didn't hesitate. So yeah, wasn't greedy. I just stuck to the plan, and the 15-minute really helped me. And yeah, beautiful trade. I'm really happy about that. And yeah, took out the London low, and then price went for the London high later on in the day, right over there. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. This was how 3 wins in a row. Not in a row in the sense of I didn't trade Wednesday, but really nice. It's been a minute since I had basically like a green week like that when I had no losses whatsoever. Um, and then we had Friday, the beautiful Friday. Um, wait, why is it not there anymore? Oh, that's strange. This does not belong where it is right now. It's supposed to be like here. That's where it is. Anyway, okay, we had the beautiful Friday. Okay, sorry, let me catch my breath over there. On Friday, we had this big opening range gap, and then I was like, "There's no way price. I want to see price go to the midpoint, but it would be nice as a Judah swing for price to go all the way back up there to take out this, take out the London high." But price had other plans. We literally just reacted off that new day opening gap low right over there, and then price. I forgot to do that, and then new day opening gap low over there, and then price had a rejection to the downside. Then that's how we got that first. I don't know if I wanna. Yeah, this. We got that first fair value gap, but you see, price didn't retest or anything. Then price left. No really clear entries regarding fair value gaps. We had this one, and then price used that to tap in, but I didn't take it. I think it was still that 15-minute candle. I was still waiting for it to close below this 15-minute fair value gap because that would give me a confirmation that, oh, we gonna sell lower. And that's what happened. You see that? Price left the fair value gap. But yeah, ideally, I wanted to see it come back into this 15-minute, just like tap it to retest it, but it didn't do that. But I was like, that's fine. I had this daily just before the on Friday when I was doing my analysis, I marked this daily wick consequent encouragement, which is actually an ideal, a very crucial role on why I took the trades that I did. So when I saw price um leave, we created this small fair value gap, right? When we left the end dog, created a small fair value gap, and then I literally went for sales as price was coming into this because I was looking at the daily wick. I was like, I want to see price respect that daily wick. Once we leave it, I want to see respected. And so we have that end dog and we have the small fair value gap. That's why the stops were above this. That's why the stops were above that. And just look how nicely, bro. Like, my days, I can't. I was so happy about this day. And then, yeah, price went for sales. We took short right over there. I didn't hold this trade long. Literally, this was the initial trade I took on that funded just to pass it because I just needed $200, and this was literally the $200 mark. I took that, no greed, but initially just go back to the video just to see that I'm not lying. This was my initial trade for price to take out this primary sell side, these lows right over there. When we literally when Friday, like when I was looking at my charts, my analysis, I was like, bro, these lows look too clean for price to not come to them. This is literally what I told you guys. This was my end goal. Literally, I just go back to the video and just watch it, and that's what I said. I literally see like these lows are too clean. I do not. I want to see price go to. I was so confident about it. That's why my TP was this. That's why all of this. But on my funded, because the funded only got approved yesterday, only got activated. Sorry, yesterday. Fun fact. So I literally want to press up. I thought it was activated because they gave me the credentials and everything. I genuinely thought it was, but then it wasn't. So I literally tried to press sales on my funded, but yeah, I was not granted that opportunity because it was not activated at the time. But then I managed to pass the phase one of the other account. Um, yeah, and this is the trade. This was my initial trade. Look at how where I put my stops, very clean price, playing around the new week, new day opening gap. You see that, and the daily wick, the consequent encouragement of that, lower prices. Very clean day. I'm not gonna lie. I was tempted, especially during the day later on. I was tempted to take shorts here during this time. I was tempted because I saw this. I want to do a re-entry on the other account because I got the credentials for the phase two of the other account and I wanted to go for shorts, but I was like, nah, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it at that. I'll see trading next week, you know. Yeah, I mean, these small discipline moments, they'll play a crucial role in the future, you know. Yes, it's small money now, but it's just about following the system in the process. And I haven't, how do I put this? I'm not intentional about going for second trades yet. Hence, that I'm just sticking to the rule of one trade a day. Sometimes I do two trades, like the one time I did do two trades and I lost both of them. But I really try to avoid that as much as possible. You know, just take my L and move on. I'll see the next day. But yeah, once I get to that stage where I'm more intentional about saying that, okay, if this does not play out, I'll look for the second trade. Or if this like, but now I'm not intentional about it. So me doing it is like me breaking the rules to myself because I'm not really intentional about it. It's different if I say that, or if this fail, I'll look for another chance. Then I'll do it. But other than that, for now, I'm not that intentional. So yeah, maybe on the bigger account, which is the one I just passed the phase one of, maybe there will be more intentional because it does give you room for error. But yeah, but that's besides the point. Oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, and price ended up just tanking, bro, tanking like crazy. Yeah, this this was a crazy beautiful week. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, that's it from me, man. That's it from me from the trade recap. What do I think for next week? Um, it's a very good question, bro. What do I think about next week? So my mind is thinking about the thumbnail, but my chart is so messy for a thumbnail right now. It's really messy. I'm trying to think about one. I'm trying to think of one. Let me just do this. I'll just use this as a thumbnail. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll just use this as a thumbnail. Okay, what do I think about next week? Funny thing, I was talking about this with my friend. Fun fact, I was like, this coming week looks beautiful. And there's two reasons why I say so. On the daily chart, right? Obviously, you see this. We have this big ass daily candle right over here, right? Big ass daily candle. We have this volume imbalance actually so far extended. I thought we might just stop around here, but we went further back into this fair value gap. So uh, um, we have two plays to work off for these coming weeks or days or whatever, or this coming week. Let me put it like that. We have this fair value gap that we are back at. I wanna see if price is gonna, obviously I think we might gap lower or higher, depends. I wanna see how price is gonna use this for the daily time frame to see how it's gonna treat it for the week to come. That will tell us everything we need to know. And we have this volume imbalance. I'm just not gonna mark it yet now. So I'm looking at this as well as an area. If price does respect this upper half, if it does respect this upper half, coming back into this daily, this volume imbalance. This is my where my eyes are set, and maybe potentially go lower. If not, price could go below this, go up back above this, just respect the lower half of this, and we see lower prices because we've been in an uptrend. But then on the weekly, I saw something else. On the weekly time frame for the week to come, that's what I'm seeing. We are yet to reach. We are so close to this fair value gap. This weekly fair value gap. I think this is where price wants to go at this weekly fair value gap, the midpoint. So we want to see by the end of this week, will we be reaching for this midpoint of this um sorry, this midpoint of this weekly fair value gap. And obviously if price comes and respects the lower half, it could literally come all the way down, do some damage, and then when by the week closes or the Friday or whatever, if it respects the lower half of it, for the next week, we want to see maybe some buys because we're respecting the upper, not lower half, sorry, the upper half of it. So basically the same analogy I use for that 50 minute, for the 1 minute, same thing for the higher time frame. It's just more long term and kind of helps you to give you a bias for what is to come and what is to see. So what I want to see is that how price is gonna come when it comes back into this respect that midpoint, the upper half of it. And then on the daily, of course, I want to see how we're going to treat this for value gap because we've been respecting it, we respected it, and it took us higher. And our price took out all this liquidity. There's still this low to take out for people that went long here. Take out these people. They still have this fair value gap. We still have this fair value gap. Don't worry about this one. Think about this one. Because if it can come here, definitely could come here as well. So yeah, that's where my thoughts are. So yeah, boys, let's just see how this week is coming. I'm very excited for this week to come. Let's just look at the news as well. Let's do a recap on the news. Monday there's no news, so I don't trade Mondays either way. So want to see how price gonna act. Tuesday there's no news. We have to see how that is. So it might just be like a calm Tuesday. My best parts are the Wednesday. We have news at 8:30. Beautiful. So we might see volatility at the 9:30 bell. Some nice volatility there. Thursday as well, we have news. Might see nice volatility at 9:30 at market open. So bro, I hate it when it does that. Why are you doing that, bro? Why are you doing that, bro? Sorry. At 9:30. And then Friday, we have 10 a.m. We'll just see. I'm not, yeah, we'll just see. We'll just see. So yeah, I'm really excited for this week to come. We had a great week. This first week, and I'm happy about it. I'm excited. I'm excited for this week to come. Truly blessed and grateful, man, for this opportunity to be here, to be consistently improving and just showing up. And I hope you guys take this to see that, hey, man, I mean, you guys would see me take back to back losses, bruh. And yeah, we're on to a start. Let's just see what this coming week has to give us, has to bring us. And yeah, hopefully we catch beautiful trades this coming week. Wins or losses, it doesn't matter. We just follow the system. And to emphasize the 50-minute candlestick, I must say helps me a lot. Really, really helps me a lot. Since I won't say I discovered it, but since I've used it, I've been using it more. Or the way I look at it now. So yeah, man. Let's just keep going. And I'm gonna see you boys next next no tomorrow. I'm gonna see you next week. Tomorrow. Um Cheers and yeah, good wish you all the best on the charts.